It's recording. It is recording for you.
I don't think we do an intro tape. I just think we have these.
Every week is
Pudding dance.
it is time to do the pudding dance. Oh, that's come back into fashion. The berries and cream boy.
God damn.
It's on TikTok.
Oh, god damn.
We'll cut that bit too. Doodle do. It's time to wake up and face this Wednesday. We're going to put you in a giant catapult with a big wooden spoon on the end and launch you so hard you land at the weekend. I'm Blore.
I'm Naylor.
And this week's all about food. It's the first time a Pudding Boys episode has actually been mostly about food.
Yeah, it's coming. It was coming.
Yeah, it was always going to happen because the shape of us.
And stopping it is going to be a thing. Like we are going to struggle to pull out of this tailspin.
Yeah, once we get started talking about food, it's going to be a long one. The first thing that I need to talk to you about.
You're going to tell me what you've been eating this week?
Well, not yet.
No?
Not yet. It's beating the meal deal.
Oh, so you are going to tell me what you've been eating this week, but at a different time of the day.
Yeah. Or I should say beating the meal deal. Beating, not beating.
Yeah, we're not doing crafts. Like, we're not sat in our cat jumpers.
Go into Morrison's and start laying out glitter on the shelves. No, beating the meal deal. On Fridays, I'm on... Every other Friday for me is like I've gone through a really hard bit at work and I'm going to reward myself. And sometimes I go to Morrison's every time and I get a meal deal after I've had my McDonald's breakfast. That's my main reward.
Here we go.
But I get my meal deal and I win at buying the meal deal.
So when you say win, I think I'm taking the same angle as you here because there's a co-op nearby.
I'm spending the most amount of money possible whilst remaining within the £3.
You're getting the parameters,
deal.
aren't you? So as long as it falls into main snack and drink,
yeah,
you're taking the most expensive of the main snack. And
even
drink.
it's not the one I want.
No, it doesn't matter. You could get the one you want.
I can get it separately.
Yeah, because it's cheap.
And I do that sometimes, and that's why I'm fully aware that I'm not winning at anything.
But
Morrison's are making. They are losing somehow.
Basically, you're winning by virtue of them.
I'm going to talk you through my average meal deal purchase.
Go on, because we're going to get to... Morrison's for me is a ball ache to get to, so I don't get to experience this very often.
Morrison's is quickly becoming a bit of a favourite.
I love Morrison's.
It's got some good stuff, but their meal deal, I will have a sub roll. It's not like foot-long size, but it's a decent, maybe 6 inches of sandwich. And I'll get like the American deli one, so it's like pastrami,
the kind of
Swiss
meat
cheese.
that you would pay more for if you got them in packets as well.
Yeah, and I don't want that much of them either.
And you don't want to have to put it together yourself.
Yeah. And it'll have some like pickle in there as well. And that's my sandwich. And that sandwich is supposed to be something like £2. Or maybe even £2.50. The meal deal is always £3 at Morrison's. Always. It's brilliant. My drink, this is where I'm really pushing the boat out. £2.90 if it's on its own. Coconut water.
See, this is the... What do you do with that?
I drink it.
What is it like? Is it...
It's fine.
Horrendous? Or...
No, I like coconut water.
Okay. So
I actually quite like it.
Why is it £2.90? Like, what's the science?
Yeah, it takes a lot of strength to squeeze those coconuts.
Well, just like mush them up.
Put them between your biceps.
You put them between your cheeks and just clench.
Yeah, just put them between your cheeks and do your squats.
So
and you milk them. No, coconut water is just
expensive.
Yeah, it's just costs a lot. The Vita coconut water is good though. It's good. And then for my snack, I'll get one of they're called Nomad yogurts, and it's a runny yogurt with like a crunchy nut clusters type deal.
Okay.
But I get the strawberry one.
Obviously, you want some flavour.
No, I want some flavour in that. And then you pour the yogurt on, and then it's like that's your breakfast. So I'll have that as soon as I arrive at work.
Okay, I'm following you.
Now, because I'm in Morrison's, I've also bought some crisps.
You've got some snacks for...
Yeah, and I've bought maybe a Reese's Pieces thing.
Because you hate yourself and
peanut
butter is the work of the devil.
Well,
We'll do that another week.
Yeah, that's going to have to be
That's
addressed.
gonna happen.
That's going to have to be addressed.
We're going to fall
There's
out.
going to be a rift.
We're going outside,
Oh.
pudding boys.
Well, next week's pudding is going to be hairy, isn't it? I was going to do hairy peanut butter sandwiches. But I've seen people go in front of me when we're at the Morrison's meal deal station, and I've seen them grab like a tiny Snickers,
Oh god.
a Simply Ham sandwich, and a can of Diet Coke.
Oh god. These are the Lindas from accounting.
Oh no, that's like I've seen tradies do that.
Really?
Yeah, like big guys.
Really?
They're just like, not looking at what they're
see,
buying.
I'm kind of thinking we've got they're obviously on some kind of health kit, whatever thing is this week, and they're going for like the tuna crunch, the carrot sticks, and
oh, that's infuriating as well. But I think at least they are out.
They're trying to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, because the can of Coke is like 55p. Or it might be a bit more now. I haven't bought a can of Coke in ages. I don't like fizzy drinks.
But at the end of the day, if you're going to meal deal, you're not going to get a can of Coke.
No.
Why would you?
You could get like a Starbucks coffee
bottle
thing.
of Coke.
You could get a bottle of like Pepsi
This is
Max.
what I'm all about. Because I always, same kind of thing. Because I'm a fat bastard, I always go for sort of the all-day breakfast kind of deal. Because again, you get
3 sandwiches.
You're getting up towards £3.
Yeah.
Like just for the sandwich. Some kind of chicken snack. 'Cause chicken is expensive.
Oh, like a Fridge Raiders,
yeah,
or if
Co-op, they do their own.
and they're going to be way better than the Fridge Raiders.
Yeah, the satay. Strong recommendation, pudding boys. If you're near a Co-op, hit that.
We'll come on to that in a second.
Oh, come back round. Because drink wise, I'm either going any of the Starbucks ones, because again, expensive. I've had 4 coffees that day.
Yeah.
And most of them are quite nice, but that little
This
can of
one's
Starbucks
gonna be
coffee is pricey. So go.
And you're going to be buzzing.
The beauty of it as well is on the card, they'll let you apply the deal to, like if they give you vouchers, you get like 2 vouchers a week, but they come off the meal deal if one of the things is in the meal deal.
Oh, I don't
So if we're talking beating the meal deal, it's
you could reduce your meal deal down to like a pound.
You can get a meal deal for like £1 to £2 of all the expensive stuff because you picked your offers well. That's beating the meal deal.
That is okay. That's another level of beating the meal deal.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't get any. I don't have any coupons for anything. I'm not part of any clubs.
I'm one of these like reward card wankers, so my phone's full of them.
I should be, but I'm not. Co-op. I don't think you can ever beat the meal deal at the Co-op because by paying money for Co-op sandwiches, you are losing because they're dog shit. I've got. I'm going to turn my screen towards you, and you'll see the only notes that I've made for this week.
Co-op sandwiches are dog shit.
So
I'm not going to argue that they are a delicious handmade roll. And when we talk delicious handmade roll,
Morrison's is great.
Coming round.
Oh yeah, that'll come up. Yeah.
That's an episode in itself. I don't think they're that bad.
They're cold, flavourless.
Yeah,
and somehow
cold, yes, but they're
wet
in the
and dry
fridge.
at the same time. Well, yeah, never like cold in like a weird way.
Which one are you having? You're having the tuna goddamn crunch.
Oh, I can't stand tuna fish. No, when I go to the Co-op, if I have one, it's like either a BLT with like
mistake.
Wet tomato.
Oh god, you don't have pre-made sandwiches that have got the veggies.
Morrison's will give you a made-in-store roll. Now, don't go for the packaged sandwiches at Morrison's because I've had them. They're just as bad.
Oh, no, they're packaged sandwiches.
Yeah.
Your fuck up there is you're getting packaged sandwiches with veg in them.
But Morrison's, when they do the sub roll, you can get tomato in there that still looks like a tomato.
Because it's not been sat in a lorry for 2 weeks.
Because it's made in store. Oh, I assume it's made in store.
Somewhere close to the store. The alley behind, maybe.
Yeah, just in the streets. But yeah, I don't like Co-op sandwiches, and I can't do them.
I think this is where me being a fat bastard carries me off, because all day breakfast, that survive, like it's not, again.
I used to.
It's not a greasy spoon kind of cob. We'll talk the payday cob at some point.
Oh, payday cobs will come up
That's
sometime.
a different deal.
Yeah.
And that's a special thing. But things like, chicken and bacon, chicken and stuffing, there's not much to go wrong in there. If you put tomato and lettuce in. Tomato.
Put a tomato in there. I don't know what else that is, but it's a mix of all of them.
Stick a tomato in the boiler.
This is the voice of the foreign swindler.
Oh god. If you stick your tomatoes in them, you've got another problem. But
yeah, that's sandwich ophelia. I think Huggabees did a YouTube video about that. with Psychic Pebbles, Zach, the guy who did the Hercules song, at the end, and he's just talking about
Putting his tomatoes in
touching the sandwiches with his bare hands and how it makes him feel. But
Yeah.
that's
They
putting boys
get-
after dark material.
They get mad if you do that. They,
Oh, they will
they
get
get
mad.
really mad.
They
You
throw
don't-
you out of the
You
shop
don't beat the meal deal if you have to buy all the sandwiches in the fridge.
if you've been beaten. So beating the meal deal, I personally enjoy my lunch more knowing that I've spent the most I could on it. And that you get a lot of coconut water. It's a good sub, and the yogurt is clearly a more valuable snack than crisps that I can bring from home.
Yeah, and the yogurt isn't
multi-pack.
going to ruin your insides in quite the same way. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
You
the
know,
yogurt's
you
probably awful for me. I don't know.
Yeah, but you're doing yourself a bit of a solid by not having.
Max Ridge's
Yeah.
paprika, which I'm intolerant to, but I still eat.
yeah, you'll pay for it later, but
Yeah.
at the time.
Everyone else at work has to deal with that, not me.
Yeah.
So yeah, meal deals have been going well. I've been quote winning at meal deals. I'm trying to avoid doing that whole winning thing that got popularised
That
with Charlie
was
Sheen
really old though, wasn't it? Like
like
that.
15 years ago or something. It must be 10 years ago. It must be 10 years. But it still irritates me to this day. Is that's one of the earliest memes that I thought.
The mainstream. I don't want to sound like again. We're
mainstream
going
meme.
like we sound like we're saying like the little old black metal record.
Oh yeah,
But that was, and it spawned the whole like winning at life kind of
Oh.
thing. Like we were saying the
Oh, man.
Wimbledon, like we were like back when.
Oh, Wimbledon
like,
was a thing when
someone
you played video games.
reaches over you and hits delete on your last character on Age of Empires. You've got like your Huskar is running around the countryside trying to escape, and your
Or-
mate just leans over and deletes him.
You know, selecting Eddie Gordo in Tekken 3. Is
Oh god damn!
just hitting.
You just hit the win button.
You just hit circle. I'm hitting the win button because
Well-
he's spinning around on the floor. The lunatic.
But yeah, he got that, and I mean I don't even think Charlie Sheen knew what he was doing on it, but
Nah, it was
everyone
off his
grabbed
face.
it and ran it into the ground.
Yeah,
They
it
ruined
was,
it for us.
It was horrible.
Took it away from us.
So, on the same subject of food,
Another. Well, we've done the middle of the day.
we've done lunchtime / breakfast if I'm going in for that yogurt because
Yeah.
I'm having that early.
So when you get home,
When I get
obviously gotta
home,
do yourself something warm, something satisfying. This isn't a plug, by the way, because
This is
nobody's
not a plug.
sponsoring this yet.
No.
If they want to.
yet no one's listening yet. But I'm gonna lay the entire thing out. I can cook, and I can cook quite well. However, I get a little bit stressed out every week trying to come up with 5 meals, and I end up repeating a lot of the same stuff. So I've decided to do one of these meal in a box things. I've done Gusto because it's what you were trying, but I've not done it on the kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know how to cook. I do know. I just can't come up with the meals constantly, and I end up having chili multiple times a week sometimes.
Well, yeah, we all pay for that.
Yeah, and everyone's going to pay for that.
See,
But I do
I'm
cook.
from the opposite school. I started them because I do not cook well. I get very, very stressed out. I am a horrible cook, and I'm a horrible cook, especially if I don't feel like I'm in control of every step of it. I need somebody to spell it out. I'm very methodical, but I don't have the knowledge to spell it out myself.
Yeah.
So that was kind of what pushed us down it. But yeah, I mean, I've come round here for like Sunday dinners and stuff, and you know your onions, pun not intended.
Yeah, I my roast dinners are.
So, obviously I've been doing it for a while. We're probably on like 2 years now, so I know him.
Yeah, you know
are
the
new
Gusto way.
in the door,
And this week,
you've got a cooking background. Well,
Yeah.
not like a professional, but you're
No.
good. So
but I'm a proficient home cook, I would say,
So
and
what do
I'm
you
not
think?
scared of trying different meals. You know, but I got a Gusto box, and I've been taking some notes. I would say the one note that I can't really comment on at the moment is the value, because the introductory offers are incredibly good.
They get you. I mean, like
They
I said,
really hook
they
you
got
in at
me
the
with
beginning.
that largely because I hate cooking for myself, so I'm petrified.
Yeah.
So this was just like, okay, it's like having a little comfort blanket. They got me with that.
Yeah.
And I'm just well entering in the habit, and also it stopped me being a horrible fat bastard.
Yeah. And when we say we're fat bastards, We're
not like
we can
mobile.
make no.
We're
We
chunky.
can. We'll go for a 45-minute walk and won't be out of breath. But we're not going to run a 5k anytime soon.
Yeah.
So the box arrived. Oh wait, no! I'm going to go back. I'm dialing it back.
This is the bit that pissed me off because
my first ever box delivered by Yodel.
We are going to kick the shit out of Yodel.
Yeah, goddamn. When we rank delivery services, you better believe.
If you thought the poo chart was bad,
yeah,
I'm going to need a whole different scale.
So Yodel, the parcel company in the UK. If you're that one guy in Washington that's listening to our podcast, that's a thing. There's one guy. He's the only one.
Well, for you.
For you, just for you.
We're going to
Yodel
explain
is...
This is your section.
Yeah, Yodel's a delivery company. They were supposed to deliver my food by 7, my box, by 7 o'clock. At the latest, it's 8 a.m. to 7, so you prep for 7 because it's always the latest. At 7:30, I get a text message to tell me that my food will be delivered between 8 a.m. and 7. So that time has already passed. I get on the little live chat to Gusto. They say they'll follow it up. They don't. It reaches about 8 o'clock. So I go back on the live chat and the guy says, "Oh, I'll put £5 credit on your account." £5? It's not great. But it's not awful when I'd already had a decent deal. Yeah.
It's a good softener. You know, if you're losing an ingredient or two things, that sits quite well actually.
It does, yeah.
If your box is out, that you have
to buy if I've got nothing,
yeah,
and they've given me I would like all of the money back, please. If it's not arriving, yeah. So then the guy said he was going to expedite it. He was going to call Yodel and get them to expedite it. It arrived at about 8:30, and so it sounds awful. Only an hour and a half late. I was going to cook this thing. I had to still then cook dinner, and I was goddamn hungry because I was ready to try this box. I wasn't snacking. And it arrives in a car. So clearly the Yodel driver had looked at his watch, 8 o'clock, going home. And then
somebody at the depot
had to retrieve it and deliver it to me. Otherwise,
which I'm going to say, I'm going to blow a bit of smoke on Gusto here. Fair play, they did actually.
They chased it up. Yeah,
I mean, it's their money, so I don't expect them to.
But I am now quite hesitant, and if it happens again, I'll drop them.
It would have ruined it for me, and we're lucky with where we are. The delivery company that normally does ours, DPD, boys.
Yeah, they'll. It's not, you're not asking for a lot. You're asking them to deliver something, and they do it.
They basically do two things. They send us a text in the morning. We get going on delivery companies here, but I'm going to blow some smoke where smoke is due.
Yeah.
They send us a text in the morning. It will be delivered between this sort of hour time frame. It's always in the time. I don't care when that time frame is. If you tell me it's going to be 7 at night to 8 at night, I can prep for that.
Yeah, we can sort around it. So it arrives finally. I take it inside. The packaging is okay. It's good. I like the presentation. However, one of my big worries with this whole thing was that I was actually going to increase the amount of packaging on my food because I'm not good at it, but I try not to get too much packaged stuff so that I'm not throwing so much in the bin. And it was okay. The cardboard can all be recycled. Did they need to paint or print on the entire outside of the thing? Maybe not. Brown box would have done.
Yeah, but
brown box would have done, lads. Might have looked a little bit classy in this bright red thing anyway. But they wanted other people to see it.
They want them to know that you're there.
Yeah. But so the packaging is okay. I can see how they stay cold all day.
Oh,
those ice packs are incredible. And they're big.
The building of the two types of ice box you get.
Yeah.
And they're both actually pretty good.
They're good.
You could use that again.
Oh, you could reuse that. You could use that for some kind of terrain if you were board gaming or something.
I have actually used the concertina bit to pack trains that I've sold on eBay.
There you go. Well, it just keeps hold of mine. I did have a single damaged apple. It was bruised almost beyond use.
The thing I've always found is if there's tins in with your veg,
there's no tin.
Chucked about a bit.
Yeah, well, Yodel, god damn it, Yodel probably kicked it down the street.
You've pissed him off.
He probably injected it with anthrax is a powder. They powdered it with anthrax.
Dusted it. Oh yeah, he launched that into his car to come deliver it to you. You pissed him off.
I really did. So, the apple was a bit damaged, but it was fine. I've got some notes here. I'm just going to kind of try and blast in because we are waffling a bit. But the ingredients were surprisingly good. They're really good. I would like to know a little bit more about the meat because I try not to buy
battery
the
farm,
super. I at least pay lip service to trying to be a good person. But I haven't tried to learn more.
I think you can dig that info up because there's a load of stuff about what
that.
like their environmental credentials and that kind of crap. Look on the website.
I'll have a look another time. And I think it's prints where the veg is on the packet of the veg.
Right.
Just like a normal supermarket one would.
I think so.
Because I try and buy stuff from the UK. I just think it's silly to buy bell peppers from Kenya when a greenhouse in the UK could manage it.
Yeah,
but we're not going into that whole thing. No, yeah. The recipe cards. This is the one. This is the weird one. Okay, this is the weird thing that I didn't get on with. I don't cook with recipes. I will look at the ingredients, and I then will cook it.
I would be on my ass
without
the recipe card. So we are the opposite ends of their spectrum.
First thing, and this probably says a lot about me and how horrible a person I am. I looked at the recipe card and in my head I just thought, no one tells me what to do. You're not telling me. I became petrol man. Okay, was that last week? No, week before.
Yo, you didn't tell me.
Yeah, you told me.
I'm chucking it all into one.
I'm just filling up my car. But yeah, I became petrol man. No one's telling me how to cook a sausage. So, but then I kind of reined myself in, realised that I'm an idiot, and I just went along with it. Now, when it did what it told me, I was a little bit stressed because I like to get my maison place in. I like to get everything cut and put to one side.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, I like to prep everything, then cook. And Gusto's very much like, do this while you do this. Then while that's cooking. No, while that's cooking, I'm going to be singing Halloween.
Oh no, I always read the card first, do all the prep steps, because, and this is the big thing for me with these, I've got to be able to clean as I go.
Yeah, oh yes. Yeah. I didn't write that down. They are messy.
They are messy.
These recipes are a bit messy.
You've got to read the card.
Yeah.
I'm kind of different. I follow the instructions religiously, but I set them up.
Well, I did follow them.
Goddamn schedule.
I did follow them religiously to experience it.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't tell me to grate some cheese while there's chicken on the hob with the flame on. I'm not stopping to grate some cheese. I will look at the chicken, poke it a little bit, maybe zhuzh the pan around a bit, flip it about, because I like to pretend that I don't need a spoon, and then I have to go get the spoon out of the cupboard. While I'm like screaming Future World at my dog. That's what I want to do while cooking, not stopping to grate some cheese. So yeah, a bit weird. And the other thing that was a bit weird is some of the things they give you, like on your make your own coleslaw, there was vinegar, white wine vinegar, and I hate vinegar, but I did it and it was okay.
Oh, they can put white wine vinegar on everything.
Oh no, I'm so not used to vinegar. The only time I use vinegar is as fabric softener, and that says a lot about me being a 1800s housewife. But it's a really good fabric softener.
It goes really well with the onion in your sock to draw out the toxins. Jesus Christ!
No, this
is bringing out. I don't want to do another episode with you.
I tell you what it does as well is it cleans all of your
pipes.
Gunk. It cleans all of the gunk, the comfort or whatever other softeners are available. It cleans all that out. You don't want to use it all the time because then it'll ruin your pipes.
Also the washing machine.
Yeah, and it'll ruin your washing machine. You know what? One day you're going to come to me for cleaning tips, and I'm just going to tell you.
Do you know what? Fair enough. But at the same time, like one of these days, you're going to come to me for vinegar tips.
Because I don't know how to use the vinegar. Yeah, you don't use malt vinegar in your washing machine.
No, you're not putting sarses through the spin cycle.
You use like distilled white vinegar. I thought it might still be malt. I don't know what.
It's not white wine vinegar. It's like Chinese rice wine, which is another one.
It's just white distilled vinegar.
See, I like that little bit of.
But back onto the zing train, I gave it a go, and it was nice. It just burnt my throat a little bit when I was eating it because
mayonnaise is spicy.
Vinegar's too sharp for me. Rue was looking at me like I was some kind of idiot while we were eating it because it was doing a little great little burp on the back of my throat. That's not a COVID cough. Don't report me. Don't seal me away in my room. The taste. So this is a big thing. We had Wednesday posh dogs, so a little sausage and ciabatta buns. Thursday fajitas, and today lasagna. Spoiler alert: we record these on a Friday. I've ruined the illusion of us there in your car radio on Wednesday morning. Like, we don't record it half an hour before the show goes out. The show.
We could do, to be fair.
But the posh dogs tasted really good. Sausages, excellent quality. Weirdly, the chips on the tray, how did that work?
Do you know, that
really works.
That's one of my staples in the Gusto.
Yeah, I like it.
I just sling olive oil all over that because I olive oil everything.
I florid
around a bit, but
yeah. It was good. It's a bit of clean up, but that was good. The fajitas were great. They were a little bit better than Old El Paso because there was a bit more fresh. Instead of that horrible salsa, there was real salsa.
Yeah, that's the deal.
I did add a little bit of coriander because it was looking a little bland. So a little pinch of green in there, and it did zhuzh.
Nothing wrong with that. Like, that's the. Even I do that.
Yeah, it was.
I'll stick a bit of mustard in the mash.
Whoo! Yeah, of course, just to it up a bit.
I know that.
But I have made much better fajitas myself, but I've also made many worse ones. When I'm fanning around in the kitchen trying things out, I've made worse.
This works. It's going to be good.
Well, it's better than an Old El Paso.
Yeah.
And I say that it sounds like I don't like it. I like Old El Paso smoky barbecue fajitas.
Yeah, they've never let you down.
They've never let me down before. And these were all right. The lasagna we weren't prepared for.
See, I've stuffed the lasagna up at least twice.
We weren't prepared for it because I can cook a lasagna. My wife can cook a lasagna. So the lasagna, it wanted us to have a lot of stuff, which was the first time. Now, yes, we have flour, milk, butter. Flour's a bit old, I'll be honest.
Oh, I'm always using old flour.
Yeah.
I have like one bag a year. It gets me by.
Oh, this is older than that. This is older than a year. But yeah, it wanted butter, milk, flour, and I was like, are you going to give us anything? So I just thought that was a bit strange, especially if it can give you cheese, then it can give you butter.
It's the bit I got stung with for the first couple of weeks, was not checking the little bit where they tell you what you need.
So that's what I need to do.
I
also need to check equipment. Now, I have pretty much everything, but I don't fry anything. I never fry things. So I don't have a good frying pan. We've got an old knackered one. So I need to go and pick up a frying pan. I need to pick up some Pyrex dishes as well.
Yeah, you're gonna do a lot of. There's one thing I do find with this actually. A lot of it's like pre-cooking the frying pan and then into something else.
It's very strange. It expects you to have a lasagna tin, but then in the fajitas recipe it says slice these as finely as possible. Just put it in a mandolin. Just put them through a mandolin.
So you're saying that like I have a mandolin?
But if you've got a lasagna tin, you've got a mandolin.
Why? They've got a knife.
Oh,
I've got a knife.
You think that's a knife? This is a mandolin.
I'm going to slice you. I'm going to slice you, Juliet.
I thought your fingertips looked a little bit too intact. Now, clearly you don't have a mandolin.
No, all out of edge. It's chunky.
Yeah. Because I don't want to cut it.
Because I'm not going that close to my fingertip.
God damn. You need a mandolin. We are going to. Oh, I best give a final thought on Gusto, really, before we move on.
Go on.
We're sticking with it. We're doing at least 2 more weeks of it. I need to see how reasonable my main shop at a supermarket costs. Buying washing powder, lunch things, and my Sunday roast.
The oils and the butter and the bits.
The bits that I just need in the house, like cereal. And
yeah, because I
Freddo
assume
bars.
the other ones also, obviously, Freddo bars.
At least Freddo bars in the house.
But I assume the other boxes do this as well. Gusto assumes that you've got the staples.
Yeah, I imagine they would. So I need to see how much they cost, because Gusto's not cheap when it rolls itself out, and I can cook on a budget, so we'll see. I'm going to do it for 2 more weeks,
I
see
think
how
I'd
that
miss
works.
the variety. If I stopped, I'd do what you did. I'd go back to cycling the same 4 or 5 meals.
And it is interesting. The other thing, the thing that pissed me off though, when you showed me your meals for the week, and there was like creamy Cajun linguine, and then I was looking at the list, it's sold out.
I am in.
How is it sold out? It's next week!
12:01 on Tuesday, I pick my meals because that's when the goddamn menu opens.
I will start doing that. When you order yours, because you'll get yours delivered on Sunday, don't you?
Mine comes on Sunday.
So my
menu opens on Tuesday.
And it opens for 2 weeks?
Yes, on Tuesday, I'll be ordering for the...
Next 2 week.
On Tuesday, I'll be ordering for Sunday the 31st.
Right. You remind me that it's ordering time. Because I've seen pictures of ramen. I've seen pictures of cannelloni type things. I want to do the good things, and I really want that Cajun linguine. And I looked for in 2 weeks' time, it's gone.
Yeah, it all cycles on a week.
Yeah, it better cycle its way back.
Well, it will eventually, but you've got to be a goddamn ninja. You've got to get in.
I
1 minute past 12.
I'll try better. The pudding of the week this week is, and this one, I know that I probably mispronounced the goddamn
Rosetta Stone and not promoting this podcast.
The mashed chicken. I know that I mispronounced that, but I'm going to really mispronounce this one, and I'm so sorry. But seeing as there's only that one guy in Washington and no one else in the world listening, I don't think anyone from the Philippines is going to be very mad. That is where this week's pudding comes from, and it is halayang ube, or ube, or ube, ub.
Tell us in the comments.
One guy from Washington, find out for us. Google it. Purple yam dessert. Your face. You just drop. Hold on. Let me go through it now.
I'm going to confess at this point, I don't really know a great deal. I'm not big on yams. I've never had an extensive experience of yams.
Is a sweet potato a yam?
I think something akin to that.
Yeah, I think it is.
Let's assume for now.
I'll
look while you
And if I'm wrong, screw it, I don't care. So, pudding of the week. Halang ube. The main ingredient is peeled and boiled purple yam, which is grated and mashed. The mashed yam with condensed milk or coconut milk is added to a saucepan where butter or margarine has been melted. The mixture is stirred until thickened. Once thickened, the mixture is cooled down and placed on a platter or into containers of various shapes. From what I can guess, or what I can see, it's a pudding on its own in a weird kind of, almost like a harder creme caramelly kind of way. Or you use it to then flavour things. You use it to put with ice cream, or with what are those coconut strings? It's a weird thing. It's like
You've got a real coconut vibe going this week.
I fucking love coconut. Bounty's best chocolate. Coconut water, best drink.
Oh, you're pounding it over coconut.
Fucking fisting coconut. Well, I mean eating them with grabbing them with my hands and eating them. I would happily just eat coconut all day. Even desiccated coconut has a place in my heart. On top of some kind of chocolate treat. Yeah, on top of something much better. But fresh coconut.
Couple of little thoughts for you then.
So this is purple. This is, and when I say this is purple, I mean this looks like Play-Doh.
Okay.
Why did I say consistency of a harder creme caramel? It's consistency of Play-Doh.
A harder creme caramel did also land though. I followed that.
Yeah, you had the same outcome. It might be. I could be entirely wrong, and someone's going to be really mad if anyone ever hears this.
We said sweet potatoes, didn't we? Basically, yams.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of.
Well, we assumed.
Looks like
wildly.
it.
It looks like it. Good.
A very vague search. So first, really enjoying Thomas Featheringham's, like
Was it Thomas Featheringham?
something
Was that his
akin
name?
to like.
This isn't from him.
No, it's the.
This is from my brain.
Oh well, it sounds like it was read out in his law offices.
And yes, this is going to be the voice that we do the pudding of the week in.
Excellent. Indubitably.
Mm.
We should sort this afterwards.
Ah.
Doesn't say. At first thought was kind of because I was thinking basically purple mashed potato.
Yeah.
But then you think actually rice pudding.
You're
rice
right.
pudding is basically what you'd have on the side of like a curry or something, with a bit more milk and stuff going on, which sounds like kind of going on here.
Yeah.
And you normally stick other good stuff in it.
And it says condensed milk, and that's sweet.
I bet you could wallop some jam in this.
Yeah. I bet you could. I was going to say, I bet you could have that with some kind of like sorbet, coconutty
You could go down that
sorbet.
route.
I feel like if you're making it with condensed milk and coconut milk, then yeah, some kind of sorbet. This chilled on the side
with the good stuff.
Yeah, because it is chilled. I forgot to mention that. Typically served cold.
I'm picturing very much like a purple creme caramel.
Have you seen it yet?
Pudding. No, not yet.
No, I'm going to reveal it to you.
Reveal it to me.
And the purpleness is going to shock you. It is purple. It's like Ivor News's bell
Oh Christ! I wasn't ready for that. Oh God! I'm gonna go watch that Power Rangers when we get home.
Don't. I'm telling you now, it's not good. It's not good at all. It's not. It doesn't hit those like soft nostalgia notes.
I tried the other day. It doesn't. It's not aged well.
No.
Rita is not.
No, she's not cool.
No, not good.
I still like the. I guess you'd call it like the iconography. I like the logo. I like the look of the Power Rangers, the helmets. I even like the monsters.
But the acting's dog shit.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. Still, part of me still has a little thing for Kimberly, but.
Oh yeah, well,
I think we all
men of a certain age.
Yeah,
and probably women as well. Good luck to them.
Yeah, probably. That's gonna wrap us up.
We're gonna hit that. I'm gonna put it on a scale, and it's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought I'd picked a good one when you first started talking. I've gone for the International Nuclear Event Scale. So this is where we.
So where does this rank on the what? The
International Nuclear Event Scale. Now, for context, there've only been 2 7s today: Chernobyl and Fukushima.
Right.
Oh, spoiler
Nuclear
alert.
event?
Yeah.
Does that not include the bomb?
No, this is like commercial.
Yeah, okay.
Civilian.
So I imagine there'd be 4 7s without the case.
Yeah, but there's only 2, Chernobyl and Fukushima. Spoiler alert, I don't think it's there. I'm gonna put this around a 3.
Yeah, I would. Do you know what I would say?
2 to 3.
I actually kind of want to try this.
I'd try it.
As soon as you mentioned rice pudding.
Maybe I'd try it and learn from it.
Mm.
Like a 2, it doesn't seem to like you get a lot of deaths and things here.
Oh yeah.
So you can try it and learn from the mistake.
Yeah, build your reactor a different way next time.
This isn't a Kishtim Chernobyl.
No, it's not a meltdown.
No, they're not going to make a mini-series.
It's not so bad that not only do you have to move, you can't come back.
Yes. They're not going to make a mini-series about a small generator failure.
No, Bryan Cranston's not going to win an Oscar for what was it called?
Is it Chernobyl?
A Halang Ube mission.
No. At some point we're going to talk about that, by the way, because that was good, but that's not today.
Yeah, I do have some thoughts on that, and spoiler, I'd have to go back and finish it. Oh yeah, that kind of sums up my thoughts. I'm so sorry. Next week is a big one. Next week is going to be our first holiday special. Oh. Keep your eyes peeled for the spooky pudding rising on a podcast network. Maybe. We're going to be covering Goosebumps, discussing some of our favourite scary films, and taking a look at cryptids. It's not something I've ever really looked into, but it's a thing on the internet.
I know you've been desperate to look at these.
I'm ready for this, yeah. I've picked out some good ones.
Since we were kids, you've been trying to work cryptids, and I think we did songs with cryptids in back in the band days.
We're going to have a look at some of the weirder ones. It's going to be fun.
It's going to get heated, because we've already established that we differ strongly on Goosebumps.
Oh, yeah, the Goosebumps bit. He
One of
doesn't
us
understand.
is going to scare the bejesus out of you, and one of us is going to have like a quirky little book cover. But we'll talk about that next week.
Shut your goddamn mouth. We're going to talk about that next week. I've been Blore.
I've been Naylor.
See you later.